Addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division of decimals. Let's do some examples to understand how do we add, subtract, multiply, and divide the decimal numbers. Alright, so in the first example, add and subtract the following decimals. Alright, so we have 4 parts, 2 parts for addition and 2 parts for the subtraction. Okay, so whenever we add or whenever we subtract the decimals, the main concept is to align, the decimal point. In addition and subtraction of decimal numbers, we need to align the decimal point and then we can easily add or subtract it. Okay, so let me start doing with the first one. In part A, we have 3.2 and then 6.7 and 5. So the main thing is to align the decimal point. So there is after 2 there is no number, so you can put a 0 as well. So let me add these two numbers. Okay, so in the addition, 0 plus 5 is just 5. 7 plus 2 is 9. Decimal is aligned. 6 plus 3 is also 9. So the simplified answer is 9.95, right? Okay, let's do this example B. The part B is 15.3 and 524.82. So basically we align the decimal point. 15.3 and 524.82. We need to add them up. Okay, so we have nothing above 0, so add nothing, no number is above 0, so it's above this 2 it's 0, so no number over here, it's 0, right? Let me add them up. 0 plus 2 is just 2. 8, 9, 10, 11, 1 and 1. Decimal is decimals. 5 plus 4 is 9. 9 plus 1 is 10. 1 and 0 makes 10. 2, 3 and 4. 4 is over here. 5 plus 0 is just 5. So 540.12. This is a simplified answer. Okay, so main concept in addition and subtraction of decimal is basically to align the decimal point, and then you can easily do the addition or subtraction. Let me do the subtraction one. 72.8 and we have 5.47. We need to subtract them. Okay, so we have 0 over here and 0 over here. When there is nothing, it's 0 basically, right? All right, so from 0 we cannot take away 7, the simple subtraction, right? So we need to borrow from 8, 7 left over here and give this 1 to this 0 makes 10. Now from 10 you have to take away 7, which is 3, and from 7 take away 4, which is 3 decimal, and from 2 we cannot take away 5, so we need to borrow 6 left over here, give 1 to this 2, it makes 12. So from 12 we need to take away 5. 12 minus 5, that is 7, and 6 take away 0 is just 6. 67.33 the simplified answer. Okay, let me do part D. Okay, so for part D we have 5.25 minus 1.99. 5.25 1.99. It's a subtraction. Okay, from 9 we cannot take away 5. Again we need to borrow. So 1 left over here and give 1 to this 5, 15. From 15 take away 9. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. It's just 6. Okay, from 1 we cannot take away 9. Again we need to borrow. We are left with 4 over here and give 1 to this 1 makes 11. From 11 take away 9. It's just 2. Decimal, it stays the same. So from 4 take away 1 is just 3. So 3.26 is a simplified answer, right? So the main concept in addition and subtraction of the decimals are basically you need to align the decimal point. Once you align the decimal point, you can easily add and subtract the two decimal numbers, right? Let's move to the multiplication and division of the decimal numbers. All right, now the next example is multiply the following decimals. So we have some decimal numbers and we need to multiply. So whenever we multiply the decimal number, the main rule is to remember in the multiplication of decimal is ignore the decimal point. You need to ignore the decimal point, do the simple multiplication, and at the end in the answer you need to count the total number of decimal places from both numbers, and that the answer should be in that number of decimal places. Okay, let me start with the A part. Let me show you 0.3 multiply 0.2. So we need to ignore this decimal point, so it is 0.3 multiply 0.2. So 0.3 is basically 3 and 0.2 is basically 2, and 2 times 3 is just 6, right? Now this number has one decimal place, one decimal place. This number has one decimal place. So altogether, there are two decimal place. So the answer should be in two decimal place, right? So the answer for this number, we can say 0.3 multiply 0.2. Their solution should be in two decimal place. Okay, 0.06, so two decimal 06. After the decimal point there should be two numbers, two digits after the decimal point, right? So the answer is in two decimal place. So this is how we do the multiplication. Okay, so for part B, if you have with the square such type of numbers, right? Let me try this example. 0.3 whole square. How do we simplify this? So we can say 0.3 multiply 0.3. Again, ignore the decimal point. 0.3 multiply 0.3. 0.3 is basically 3 times 3, that is equals to 9. Okay, so the answer should be in how much decimal place? Again, this number has one decimal place, this number has one decimal place. So altogether there are two decimal place. The answer should be in two decimal place. So from here we can say, or if I can do, yeah, 0.3 whole square, this should be equals to 0.09. The answer is in two decimal place. After the decimal point there are two digits, right? Okay, now let me move to some other parts. 0.5 into 1.75. Okay, 0.5 multiply 1.75. We can write this down as 5 times 175. Okay, if I ignore the decimal point, 0.5 is basically 5 and this is 175. Okay, let me do the simple multiplication here. So 175 with 5 times table we can do. Okay, 5 times 5 is 25, 2 and 5. 5 times 7 is 35, 36, 37, 3 and 7. 5 times 1 is 5, 6, 7, 8. So it's 8. Okay, so 875 is the simplest answer. Now this number has one decimal place and this number has two decimal place. So altogether the answer should be in three decimal place. 1 plus 2 is 3 decimal place. Okay, so what would be the answer here? Now the answer we can say 0.5 multiply 1.75. Its solution should be 0.875. The answer should be in 3 decimal place, means after the decimal point there must be 3 digits. This is a simplified answer. Okay, now for part E, D, 18.5 and 3.25. Okay, let's do another one. 18.5 multiply 3.25. This one. Let me double check the question. Yeah, 18.5, 3.25. All right. Ignore the decimal again. So 185 multiply 325. Okay, do the simple multiplication. Okay, so 185 and 325, it's a product. Okay, start with the 5 times table first. 5 times 5 is 25, 2 and 5. 5 times 8 is 40, 40 plus 2 is 42, 42. 5 times 1 is 5. In 5, when you add 4, this is just 9. Okay, add a 0 because we are doing moving to the next times table, the 2 times table. 2 times 5 is 10. 1 and 0 makes 10. 2 times 8 is 16. 16 plus 1 is 17. 1 and 7. 2 times 1 is 2 plus 1 makes 3. Okay, now add two zeros because we're moving to the next times table. 3 times 5 is 15. 1 and 5 is 15. 3 times 8 is 24. 24 plus 1 is 25. 2 and 5. Okay, 3 times 1 is 3. 3 plus 2 makes 5. Okay, let me add everything. So this is just 5. This is 2. Okay, 9 plus 7 plus 5. Okay, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. When you add 5, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. 2 and 1. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 1 and 0. And 5 plus 1 is 6. Okay, so this is answer for 185 times 325, which is 60,125, right? Now, this number has one decimal place and this number has two decimal place, means two digits after the decimal, one digit after the decimal. Altogether, the answer should be in three decimal place. So what would be the solution? From here, the solution of 18.5 multiply 3.25, the solution is, the answer should be in three decimal place. The decimal point is 60.125. This is a simplified answer. All right. I hope you guys understand how to do the multiplication of the decimal number. Now the part E, 6.25 multiply 5.25. This is for the practice. You can practice this multiplication question and you can send me the answers in your comment section. Okay. Let's move to the division. How do we divide the decimal numbers? Okay, here is the example of decimal division. Divide the following decimals, part A. Let me start going with the first part. How do we divide the two decimal numbers? We have 0.28 divides 0.7. So the first thing is to convert the decimal whenever we have a division, right? So the rule for addition and subtraction is we have to align the decimal point. Once we align the decimal point in addition and subtraction of the decimal numbers, we can easily get the solution. The simple addition and subtraction we can do after aligning the decimal point. And for multiplication, we have to first ignore the decimal point, do the simple multiplication, and then we need to count the total number of decimal places in both numbers, or if there are more than two numbers, and the answer should be the total of those decimal places. The answer should be in the total. Yeah. Okay, now the rule for the division is basically first thing is to convert the decimal into a fraction. Convert decimal to, or we can say, we can convert the decimal to fraction, or we can say remove the decimal point. Remove decimal point. Okay, now I'm going to show you how do I remove the decimal point or how do I convert the decimals to fractions, right? Okay, now this is the first one. How do I convert this? Now, as you can see, there are, after the decimal point, there are two digits, right? So we can say 28 over 100 because 100 has two zeros. Divide 7 over 10 because 10 has one zero, right? So as you can see, there are two digits after the decimal. So divide by 100 to convert the decimal into fraction or to remove the decimal point. And there is one digit of the decimal, so divide by 10, right? Okay. Now in the next step, we have to change this decimal point, the division to multiplication, right? Okay, so whenever we change the division sign to multiplication sign, the first fraction 28 over 100, this stays the same. we have to do the reciprocal of the second fraction, which is 10 over 7. Okay, reciprocal is basically when you switch the numerator with the denominator. This is the reciprocal, right? So in the first step, we have to convert the decimal into fraction or by removing the decimal point. And in the second step, we have to change the division sign to multiplication sign. The first fraction stays the same, the second fraction is switched or the reciprocal, right? Okay, simplify this further. We can cancel it out. So this is 0 and this 0 is cancelled out. 7 times 1 is 7. 7 times 4 is 28, right? So what is left over here? You can see in the numerator 4 is left, denominator 10 is left, multiply 1 is left, over 1 is left. Okay, so this is basically 4 over 10. So 4 by 10, as you can see, we have done 0.7 is basically 7 over 10. So we have one digit of the decimal. So 4 by 10 is basically equals to 0.4. So this is a simplified answer for the division of the decimals, right? Okay, let's do the second example. 0.32 divide 0.008. Okay, let me do this example over here. 0.32 divides 0.008. Again, I'm going to convert my decimal to a fraction. How do I do this? This is 32, two digits of the decimal, so divide by 100, division, and this is 8 over 1 2 3 digits, so this 1000, because 1000 has three zeros, right? In the next step, the first fraction stays the same, division signs turns to multiplication, and the reciprocal of the second fraction, 1000 divided by 8, right? Okay, the two zeros and the two zeros zeros are cancelled out. Okay, now 8 times 1 is 8, 8 times 4 is 32. Okay, now what is left? So 4 over 1 is left, multiply 10 over 1 is left. So the simplified answer for this is 4 times 10 is 40, over 1 times 1 is 1. So 40 is a simplified answer, or you can say 40.0 if you want to do in decimals, because the decimal answer should be in the decimal form. So the simplified answer is just 40.0, right? Okay, let's practice the third part. Now for part C, 0.75 divides 0.5. Let's do this together. Okay, so the first step is same, 75 over 100, because we have two decimal point places. This is 5 over 10 because there is one decimal place. Now the first fraction stays the same, multiplication, reciprocal of the second fraction. All right, now let me simplify. This 0 is cancelled with 0, right? And we can do 75 with 5. 5 times 1 is 5. 5 times 1 is 5, 6 and 7. 2 is left, 25. 5 times 5 is 25. Okay. Now in the numerator we have 15 over 10. And here we have 1 over 1. Okay, just 15 over 10. So 15 by 10 is 1.5. 1 0 in 10, so one decimal place, 1.5, right? So I hope you understand how do we add, subtract, multiply and divide the decimal numbers. So basically in the addition, you remember the rule that in addition and subtraction we have to align the decimal point, and once you align the decimal point you can easily do the simple addition and subtraction to get the answers. In multiplication, the first step is to ignore the decimal point, do the simple multiplication, and your answer should be in the total number of decimal places, right? Count the number of decimal places in, if you have two number multiplication or three number multiplication, right? Okay, and in the division, the first step is to convert the decimal to fraction or remove the decimal point. I told you how do we convert the decimal point into fraction, and then you have to change the division sign to multiplication and switch the second fraction or the reciprocal of the second fraction, you can say, and then you can easily cross multiply to get the solution. Okay, I hope the addition, subtraction, multiplication and division of the decimal numbers are clear to you. See you in the next video. Take care. Bye bye.